starting it off here. All right, so this here is going to be my first live stream after just being monetized yesterday. I got the okay. So there's super chat now, which I've never used any of that before. There's super stickers, all these different things. So anxious to see how all that goes. Put a lot of freaking time in YouTube, so pretty excited. I got some new things coming in the mail. New tripod, one of those little fancy ones to spin around with me, and also charges my phone at the same time. So, and a microphone, so it's so you can hear me better when I'm talking, explaining stuff. What's up, Tim Byler? I was just kind of scrounging around, trying to find something to do. You see the little money sign right there? That's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. All right, let's see if we can rig something up here. Hey, always rigging crap. Anyway, we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing. Same way we've been doing it. Ain't really gonna change too much up, because I do what I do. All right, so I've got this fox hide that's been split down the belly. All right, and then I've got a bobcat that's tubed. And they've been in the pickle bath for a minute, but I'm gonna do what I do around the faces. I gotta clean them up just a little bit. Let's go around with the razor blade. And just kind of picks crap off. I go around the ears. And just kind of skinning the flesh off this thing. What's up, you guys? Thanks for tuning in. We're tanning some hides, cleaning up some ears, getting some things done. Yo, what's up, Leslie? This here is a fox. I got a fox and a bobcat that I'm gonna be working on. Hard to tell when they're inside out, but that'd be the way it is. So I did not turn the ears on this one. Unfortunately, I try to all the time, but sometimes things just get away from me. I'm doing some European mounts too, so if we're still doing this live stream by the time it's ready, Philly cheesesteak, it sounds good right now. Pee is stored in the balls. That's retarded. That's retarded. Yo, first live stream. What's up, Braxton? You say I could harvest brains and acorns. That's how Paul used to do it. Yeah, that's right. First live stream since being monetized just yesterday, so pretty excited about it. It's pretty cool. I appreciate it, y'all watching and all y'all support, because I'm just doing what I do with a camera in front of me, and I'm talking about what I'm doing. Y'all the ones that make it happen for people, that's for sure. And I got some cool stuff ordered to help give a more first-person perspective on what I'm doing, so you're not like looking through the chat log. I wish I was a shoemaker, wouldn't that be cool? Because I know you gotta like kind of look through the chat log just to see what the frick I'm doing, and it's like, gets in the way. I want to make a quiver for 3 arrows holding broadheads. My leather Work skills are mediocre at best. Never make a quiver. Hey, you totally could though. I mean, you could tube out an animal and tan it, and don't, just don't get it very soft, like a little pliable maybe, and sew up the mouth. I mean, it'd be bushcraft type of quiver. I don't know what style you're going for, but that's just one little possibility. Hey, thank you, Multi-Deuce. I've had YouTube I've been making these videos for 9 months, and super surprised at what is going on with this YouTube. It's crazy. Got just over 1 million total views, and I'm tanning hides, and I'm glad people enjoy it. That's what I was hoping. Heck yeah. So what I'm doing here is, like I said, I haven't split these ears. I normally split them, but sometimes, it sucks. I hate it. If I'm just swamped with crap, I still try to split them. But once they've been in the pickle this long, you don't really want to mess with them too much, because you'll pull the freaking hair out. Not all the time, but sometimes. So you're just better to just leave them alone at this point. And as they dry, you can just straighten them how you want them to be, and they're gonna be okay. But it's okay if you don't split them. But I like to, man. I like to, because it just tans the backside of that ear. And so I'm just, just going through here, trimming up this ear cartilage that I have that I don't want. Congrats on being monetized. You should do a cool little giveaway, like a rabbit pelt or something. Good idea. You know what? Yeah, give me some ideas on that. How would that go? What would that look like to you? What would you like for that to look like? Like, what would be the parameters of the giveaway? I do have a Bobcat here that I'm tanning right now. I was thinking about giving that away with it, but how would that look? When I was a kid, I used to snare rabbits, tan the hides, make cool little possible bags out of them. I miss doing that. Rabbit pellets were easy to stretch and tan. Yeah, that's what I started on when I was a kid, man. I used to shoot a bunch of rabbits, and I just salt them. I still have a bunch of them that I salted when I was a kid. It's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Fisherman Man Case? So there's a piece of cartilage. If you don't look for it, you'll miss it. But it comes over the forehead. It comes off the, let me see. Yeah, you can feel it, but you can't really see it. But it comes off the ear over the forehead. And I mean, that's just a barrier for that skin to be tanned. I'll pop it off and I'll show you guys. But yeah, you gotta just kind of peel that dude out. Where'd that bastard go? Foxes have super thin skin, so I'm kind of a little more careful with them. Most of the time, that little piece of cartilage is pretty bare. But this one here just has a lot of meat around it. It's in there. See a little piece sticking off? It's in there. Let's do a giveaway video, subscribers only, and use a randomizer to pick a comment and a winner. That's a good way to do it. Sounds good to me. All right, I'm down. Appreciate that suggestion. I'm open to suggestions, that's for sure. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, now would be the time to freaking do it, huh? Yeah, I still have to fill out some, like, not really paperwork, but some some YouTube forums and crap. If I happen to get paid, you know what I'm saying, for anything, which I don't know. I mean, who knows? If I did, that'd be freaking cool, right? I mean, but for the most part, I'm super passionate about this, and I just kind of wanting to spread that knowledge. So this is a pretty cool platform to do that. So that's what I'm doing. Now, I should have already taken all this cartilage out. I should have already done this. I'm not gonna lie. I've been working on like 78 hides, and probably more now. And sometimes when you work on that many hides, it gets away from it. But you know, as long as you do it, I'm definitely not gonna send a pelt out with cartilage all up in the nose and crap like that. And you know, it's coming off before it gets tanned. That's for dang show. Because if you leave the cartilage in, it'll just misshape the face and all these different things, and you just don't want that crap. I'm gonna clean up the lips here, right around the whiskers, because I don't like, you know, if you don't split this, like, look, see what I'm saying? That's the edge of the mouth. There's the gum line. The whiskers are right there. Nose is right there. Whiskers. And so what I'm doing is just kind of filleting that off the skin all the way to the edge. And you just want to be careful not to cut those whisker follicles out, because then your whiskers will just fall right out. I have a mini flesher too that I normally do a lot of this work with, but on a fox skin it's so thin. So you can start seeing, let me see here, right there. See the tip of my blade? I don't know if you can see that. That's the whisker follicles. Just want to go right over those. I figured it'd be a little slow this morning. I feel a little slow this morning. So that's what I've done there. It's kind of peeled that gum lining off the skin. And you could probably see the whisker follicles, those little dots right there. That's all it is. Just help that, you know, around the mouth. After you tan it, it won't be so freaking hard. Cause that's a lot of freaking, that's just a lot of flesh right there, and it's super thick, and it just makes the face of the animal hard. I don't like that. I've known some people to not care, but some people do. I've been working my freaking balls off lately. I'm feeling it too. I'm pretty wore out. I was gonna do a live stream yesterday, and I just didn't even freaking work. I just took the day off. All right, so that's all cleaned up on that edge. Yo, what's up, Thango? And so now I'm gonna go and trim off around the edge of that mouth, everything I just filleted off. That's why I want to get a chest piece for the camera. So y'all can literally look at what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. That's coming, y'all. As soon as it comes in the mail, all this stuff I just ordered, camera angles and stuff like that are going to change. So that's what I peeled off right there, just around the edge of the mouth. And that's super thick, and that's going to prevent tannin solution to get in there, and it's just going to shrivel up and make the face all distorted and crap like that. And so that's not the type of work we're trying to do. So take it off. All right, so we got around the mouth cleaned off now, and I kept the little black lining on there. It makes it look pretty good. Okie dokie. Let me see here. So I'm just gonna trim up. Well, that's not too bad. Let me see here. Oh, I haven't used this in a long time. Just a little ball here. I'll stick it, the face over it. I used to, but I'm just doing it right now for why not. And you just kind of use the radius of this thing to help you just kind of fillet crap off of this face, of this lower lip here. A lot of people would just cut this lower lip off, but this guy here didn't, so we'll get it looking good for him. It's crazy when you're doing a whole bunch of hides, like everything like this just takes so much time. And it's hard to do a lot. You just have to plan it all out the best you can. I have a raccoon that I'm waiting for it to thaw. I've got to skin it, clean up the face, flesh it, and salt it today. Definitely going to do a live stream when that goes down. It's still frozen. It's been out all morning. It'll probably take all freaking day for that thing to thaw. All right, I'm done with that fox. We just kind of cleaned up that bottom lip a little bit, took some stuff off, exposed the whiskers, such like that. And I got this bobcat. Let's go check something real quick. I got I'm working on some European mounts right now. And I got them in some hot water. I just have to make sure I'm not over boiling them. Let me show you. There they are. Still getting hot. There's some bear hides I have draining. They're gonna get tanned a little bit later today. I just took them out of the pickle and just threw them up here so the excess fluid will drain on them. Now I'm gonna have to put this down real quick. Yeah. And they're just draining. Let that keep cooking. It's gonna be a slow day today. It's pretty cold outside. All these hides here are finished. I just need to turn them around and blow them off, clean them up, and put them in a box and ship them out. That's all I need to do. See, it's only 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. All right, so I'm gonna go through and clean up the ear on this guy. And all I'm gonna do is just cut the bulb off. Kind of clean up around that bulb a little bit. Bulb of that ear. And then just cut that bad boy off. This bobcat was ran over, so I found this on the side of the road. And its head was just absolutely destroyed. So very difficult to do anything with this bobcat. To skin it, I mean, so gonna just kind of do what I can with what I did. Couldn't really do much with it. I think I'm gonna. Are you Mexican? No. I'm a white dude. All right, so I'm gonna plug up. Let me see. I'm gonna plug up this air compressor. No, I'm just kind of finishing fleshing on a bobcat. So that machine, that little tool, it's called the mini flesher, and it helps me get all this flesh off in these tight areas. Because I like the faces to look pretty natural and relaxed, so I'm going to take all this stuff off. And it's tedious to do it, but if you do, then it won't just be hard and misshapen and stuff when it, when after you tan it and it dries. This is a Bobcat. A Bobcat that I found on the side of the road. Alright, so I just got around that eye cleaned up with the mini flesher. You can see the difference. Bam, bam. And I've cleaned up around these lips, so I'm going to go around and just trim that stuff off. Alright, so I'm going to clean up around that bottom jaw. It's got all kinds of crap on it. So yeah, everything I just fleshed off that animal's bottom jaw, it's pushed off to the side, so I got to go through and trim it all off. And I'll trim more off after I tan it and everything, but I'll just get the majority of the excess off now. And so there's one side cleaned up, and I'm gonna cut that off around that eye. I'm excited to get a microphone in this new tripod I got coming. Okay, so now that looks good. We'll go to the other side and clean it up just the same. Alright, now that that's off, this is called a mini flesher. It's got little tiny teeth on it. Little tiny teeth, so it does more of a micro tearing type action than really a cutting action. But You can get it on Van Dyke's Taxidermy. I think they're like $375, and you gotta have a at least a 2-horse air compressor. But I would try to get like a 10-gallon tank. I think I got like a 5-gallon tank, yeah. And it has to stay running all the time to keep up with it. I need a bigger air compressor. I like to clean up around in front of the eyes, right above the whiskers, going on into the nose. Yeah, it's pricey, but man, it's I like tanning hides, like a lot. Watch, I'm about to show you. I'm gonna shave down this neck. I got a shaving wheel too. That's $1,200 just for that tool. But it's a game changer. A freaking game changer. You don't have to. If I wasn't doing this for customers, which I mean, this Bobcat's for me. I've, used to. I didn't put as much effort into these hides as I do now, especially for myself. Like, for a long time, I only did the customers' hides really well, and any hide, I still do for myself. I just kind of did it mediocre. But now, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on it. I kind of like doing them pretty good for myself too. I mean, and like I said, this Bobcat here is mine, so I'll be keeping it for me. All right, let's turn everything around here, and I'll show you this. I bet the will last a while though. Yeah, I mean, I've done quite a bit with just that one there. Okay. And so most of the time on furs, except for like a fox, like this fox right here, I'm not gonna shave down the neck on it. Like, it's already really thin and it's gonna be really soft. So, but like on a bobcat, a raccoon or something, I always shave down. This is a young bobcat, so it's not gonna be terrible. But on some older bobcats, I always shave down the neck, top of the head down to the shoulder. So we're gonna do that on this one, even though it's young. Trying to shave off too much. How do you store your hide until you can tan it, or for how long? So I'll just, most of the time I'll skin it, or they come in skinned, and I'll just throw it in the freezer. And if I can't throw it in the freezer, I'll skin it, flesh it, and salt it. And you can hang them up to salt for a very long time. Very long time. And But most of the time for me, I freeze them. Alright, that's going to be it for that. Like I said, very young Bobcat. Don't need to take, you can kind of tell it's a little more white right here than there. I just took off a little bit. I got pretty close on a couple spots. That's right there with it, but it's already pretty thin, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. All right. Here's a couple Bobcats right here that I've got the paws left on. They need to go in the tumbler. They will today. No, going to get crazy soft. I haven't broke them or anything. They just been oiled. But they'll go in the tumbler, and I hit them with the staking machine. And if you don't know what that is, you're going to find out today. These deer hides, they need to go in the tumbler too. But we'll wait just a little bit before we do that. So the tumbler, it's good. I mean, it softens them, but it gets the hides super dusty. So when I finish hides out, I've got to get all the dust off of them. So I'm going to turn all these hides inside out now that I have finished. I don't know if you can see all that dust or not, but I just throw them on the floor. And blast them. Turning them inside out can be kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Ears fixed how I want them to be. What's up, you guys? All right. So see if you can see this dust. What's that right there? Okay. sometimes they get crap in the fur when they go through the pickling process, so I just gotta brush some of that out. So yeah, this is the cleaning process. So that's a good raccoon skin right there. Actually, I'm gonna wait on these guys. I really, after feeling a couple of them, I want to run them through the staker a little bit later today. Sorry about that. That's how it happens sometimes. I live in a subdivision, so I have to wait to use this machine when it gets later in the day because it's so loud. These skulls are about ready. All right, guys, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait until later in the day and I'm gonna do another live. So y'all check back in with me here in a little bit, okay? I'm gonna bounce out real quick. I'll see y'all.